Hey, hey, welcome, my people. Welcome to Ash Black Football, where I get to talk about all things related to football. So many. The World Cup is just about a couple days away now, man. We could say less than a week. The World Cup is in what, less than a week right now, right? And I just got done watching the United States versus Germany. Very good game. Very good game. I enjoyed what I saw from both teams. I enjoyed what I saw from the United States. And this game kind of showed me just how much we're going to be missing, how much we're going to miss Chris Richards and Johnny Cardoso. If I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys, man, I feel like we're going to miss Johnny Cardoso in that midfield alongside Tyler Adams and McKinney, right? And Chris Richards as well, a guy who can give us that solid defensive wall that we need at the back, right? Um First, right, the game opened up with literally a goal from Germany. Kai Havertz, bro. Kai Havertz, who scored in the Champions League finals for Arsenal against PSG, went ahead, caught us completely lacking. Our backline, I don't know what our backline was doing. Where like we were caught completely lacking, and then all of a sudden, Kai Havertz with a clinical finish put in the Germans up ahead, the visitors up ahead within the opening 60 seconds of the game. And I was like, what the hell are we doing, bro? This is the final game before the World Cup. We cannot be showing a lack of focus. We cannot be showing such defensive lapses, especially against a German team who, let's be honest, yes, like we could say that Germany has fallen off from the 2010, 2014, 2018 World Cup that we were always that we saw from them. But this team is still a very, very good team. This German team is still legit, man. They got Kimmich, they got Musiala, Kai Havertz, Leroy Sané, right? They have Jonathan Tah, Schotterback, right? Pavlovic, Florian Wirtz, right? And they got guys from the bench as well who can come in and do some damage. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, right? Guys like Goretzka, I do feel like the German depth is a little bit lacking compared to us. I feel like we have the better depth, but the experience and quality is still outshines us in the United States, right? So now one game is one go up, game is going on, and I guess I understand what Pochettino was trying to do because it's very, very interesting, right? We decided to just, play a dynamic, fluid system where we're going to have Tim Rim and Jedi Robinson try to play out from the back, right? We have Jedi Robinson attacking the flanks. We have Tim Rim, who I think is one of the only center back that has that ability to play out from the back, right? So and I think we saw moments of that where it was a danger and we did very, very good playing from the back. But Germans was very, very tough. They were very, very good at breaking any football passes that we could make. And then just when at the 36th minute, oh my goodness, corner kick taken. Pulisic takes the corner, gets bounced out, fell right close to Anthony Jedi Robinson, and oh my goodness, I won't lie, that goal was a beautiful goal. If that goal was scored in the World Cup, that would be goal of the tournament. That's facts. Jedi Robinson with a beautiful volley, bro, right before halftime. I was like, bro, we needed a goal in the first half. We cannot go into second half being in a one goal deficit. Because for all we know, Germany could all of a sudden double up on us, and now it's too little too late. And that goal by Jedi Robinson was such a beautiful thing, man. I was so lovely, lovely goal. One touch volley, a volley, there you go, bang. There was nothing that German goalie was gonna do to stop that shot, man. Powerful shot, and that was exactly what we needed. I also want to give a shout out to the Soldier Field Stadium, the fans, both from Germans and the United States fans. Shout out to those fans, bro. 63,000 people. It was sold out. I'm so happy because I feel like a lot of people who are outside of the United States, they've kind of been like acting like, we are not that interested in the World Cup, or like we are not willing to fill out stadiums to support our national team, when that's exactly what we're doing. Right? So shout out to Illinois, shout out to Chicago, right? That's exactly what we needed. 63,000 people sold out, so excited, so happy about that, right? Um, one of the major issues that we have right now, especially when this is our final game, is our defensive lapses is happening way too much, bro. We cannot be letting this happening. We're not good at defending the counterattack, bro. Germany was hitting us out with the counterattacks because of how we have Team Rim playing out from the back, so which means he has to advance up a bit close to the midfield, and then you have Anthony Robinson, right, which is part of the reason why he scored, because he has an advanced role of being an attacking fullback, and that was really helping us. We were actually being a lot more dangerous, a danger to Germany, but like we had more ball possessions, we had more total shots, right? We had at least 20 touches in the opposition box, right? We didn't have a big chances, right? Because later on after the game, I will say that that's when we're actually playing so well, right? And we had 10 corners to Germany having two. 10 corners to Germany having two. So in my opinion, I feel like we were playing such an amazing football, and our attacking style was just right there. We were just not clinical. We were just not clinical to reflect how much of an attacking threat we were, which matters a lot, especially in now that we're going in this World Cup. Germany, yes, I admit they're falling off compared to 12 years ago, but I will be honest with you guys, this Germany team is still a heavyweight, in my opinion. They're not favorites, but they are heavyweights. Then all of a sudden, just when I felt like maybe we could score a second goal, score the leading goal, all of a sudden, like I said, the issue that we had was we did not do a good job defending the counterattack, and that's how Germany hit us, bro. Germany hit us with that transition speed. Leroy Sané coming in, exploited out the space because Anthony Robinson was always attacking forward, and Miles Robinson, right, the center back. I mean, bro, he's just shit, man. I ain't gonna. I'll keep it a bean with you guys. He's mid. I do not like that defender, bro. He gets caught lacking. He's not able to close down on spaces. This is the same issue we had in the international friendly game against Belgium. Same issue we have against Portugal. Our defensive lapses and how we open up spaces. We allow these teams to have spaces in the box 18 to have enough time to shoot and aim. And that's exactly what Leroy Sané did. And bang, 56 minute, it was 2-1. Germany up two, United States stuck at one. Leroy Sané with the goal, man. And you could tell just how much Leroy Sané is, how much of a player he is, man. He's such a good player, bro. He was able to identify the space, able to exploit the spaces he saw, cut inside, and smash it home at the bottom left corner. And that's exactly what you always expect from Germany, right? I will be honest, I still don't think that Germany was the better team in this game. I feel like the United States, we were the better team. We played better. We were much more of an attacking threat. But the major issue was we were not clinical, and that is all what it boils down to. In the World Cup, you could play ugly football. None of that shit matters. Beautiful, ugly. What matters is the hard code facts on the stat sheet, bro. Who won the game? Who scored more goals? And who conceded less goals? And that's exactly what Germany walked away with. I want to talk about our midfield battle and our rotation. Um, I felt like Tyler Adams and Weston McKennie, us putting Tyler Adams and Wes McKinney in a double pivot is actually a very solid choice. It's just that, we don't Tyler Adams and Wes McKinney are not guys who I feel like they could play in a double pivot, and they have the technical ability to be that deep line playmaking. right? That's why I miss Johnny Cardoso so much because I feel like Johnny Cardoso will give us that technical, controlling the tempo, midfield play that we need in the United States squad, right? We went up against Jamal Musiala and Florian Wirtz, two guys who, like, when it comes to being technical on the ball, they are one of the best in the whole world. You guys understand exactly what I mean by that. Florian Wirtz is one of the best in the whole world. Jamal Musiala, one of the best in the whole world when it comes to being very technical on the ball. And that was how they were able to beat us with the counterattacks, beat us with the transition speed, just knowing how to pinpoint those passes to Leroy Sané, knowing how to pinpoint those passes to the other attackers on the team, Kai Havertz, Florian Wirtz, Leroy Sané, and then you also got Kimmich who could play in a double pivot, right? Could play as a DM and play as a right back and still play an advanced role, supplying the German team with technical passes and technical crosses, right? So this German team got three technical players who are at a world class level, and I feel like we don't necessarily have that, right? We don't necessarily have that, if I'm going to be honest, man. Tillman is okay. Tillman, he's okay. But this is where I miss Johnny Cardoso so much. And unfortunately, I mean, him being out hurts. Chris Richards, I feel like he will be way better than Miles Robinson. Because Miles Robinson to me is not it, bro. Please, we have our goalkeeping problem. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The fact that Germany has a higher XG than us is simply because they were a lot more clinical. Of course, there was a couple saves that Fritz did that I appreciate, but you could ask any American who's been watching football since 1994, even before 1990. One of the biggest strength we had in our national team was the goalies. We had amazing goalkeepers, bro. We had Team Howard, bro, right? Who played for Everton. Since 1990, our goalies at the World Cup were goalies who played in Europe, who played in the English Premier League, right? We don't even have a single goalie that plays in the top five leagues, bro. All our goalies are coming from the Major League Soccer League. Not really happy about that. And trust me, I'm from Massachusetts, bro. So this goalie that plays for the New England Revolution, trust me, at least Matt Freeze is good enough, but I am not really happy with our other choices. Not happy at all with our other choices, guys. I'm gonna keep it a bin with y'all, bro. Not happy at all. Chris Brady, like, come on, man. From Chicago, are we serious right now? What's the other guy? Matt Turner from New England Revolution. Are we serious right now, guys? We have a goalkeeping issue, and I know that Pochettino can do nothing because the quality, there just isn't a better quality, and I'm sure he scouted it. But I think what matters right now is our defense has to lock in to make sure that we don't give spaces and we don't have no lapses for our opponents to exploit. That is the biggest issue right now. I think our midfield is fine. I think our attackers is fine. Pulisic, he played trash. He played horrible, and I hope he keeps up. I hope he try to do what he has to do. Our bench was amazing. Aronson, Reyna, Mark McKenzie, Joseph Scally, Brendan Evanson, I mentioned his name already. Team Weah, Richardo Pepe. Really happy with how our depth is looking like. But anyway, I'm not going to say too much. We're going to be back here again, guys, on June 12th, the United States versus Paraguay for the World Cup opening, man. You guys tell me what you think about our squad, and I hope that we are ready. Are we ready? Are we ready for this World Cup? I know that we may not win it, but let's not make a shit show of ourselves. Let's not disappoint the millions of fans and the new and non-soccer fans that's trying to get into the sport. This is the moment right now. This is the moment how we get people to tune in and watch the game. Thank you guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later, man. Hash Blackout. Peace.